Hello everybody, it's Cheese Mapping here, and today we're going to be continuing our scenario where civilization starts over. We're on episode 2. In the last episode, we saw civilization form in Tunisia. The red country was first, and it expanded out into the northern African areas. But then the blue team broke away because they did not like how the red team was expanding all the way over here. Eventually, the green team broke away. The yellow team became a new country and became full of expansionists, and we'll see how that plays out later in today's video. And Morocco formed up. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go on with the video. So first things first, we have to go back on this layer. We're actually going to have the red team go ahead and explore throughout Iberia. They're really focused on this. They really think that this could be a big opportunity for them, which it is. And they're going to go ahead and expand a little bit. Remember how the blue team was trying to explore through Sicily? Well, they've done it. What is that? They've done it. They've reached Sicily, and they're starting to explore this kind of mountainous island, and they eventually reach up into northern Italy. Well, I mean, southern Italy. The red team is very angry. They're like, hey, why are you doing this? This should be our land. And the blue team is like, no, it shouldn't. We found this. And the red team is gonna cry and complain and whine and be annoying. Over here, the yellow team is actually gonna have some. They're gonna elect like a leader, maybe not elect, but a leader's gonna come into power. He's like, I hate everybody. So he's gonna actually invade the purple team. And he's actually gonna do pretty well in the first couple months or weeks of the war. But that is until the purple team actually starts to fight back, and the yellow team was not expecting this. The yellow team was expecting a very quick surrender, but that's not going to happen, so they're going to push deeper in and try to make like a very large push. But the Moroccans are going to retreat from right here, but then they're going to invade from right here so they can have a better front line, and it looks like this is going to become a very stalemated war. And that is true because the yellow team did not expect this, and Morocco was fighting fiercely. However, the yellow team does make a breakthrough a little bit and then eventually gets stopped. The purple team is going to go ahead and say to the yellow team leader, you can take some of our land, just let us be for like the next 10, 20, 50 years. And the yellow team's going to agree with that, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at this peace deal. In this peace treaty, we see the yellow team gets access to the coast, as well as take some land here. But the purple team does still exist, and aren't very hurt about it at all. So they're going to continue expanding down the modern-day Moroccan coast. The green team is going to kind of set up like a colonial, not really colonial, but like a trade kind of empire. They're going to be exploring along the Libyan coastline. Whoa, huge voice crack there. Don't clip that. But they're going to kind of reach a point here where they actually manage to see some humans. And they find a new set of humans that have existed here for a couple hundred years. And they look like this, having multiple countries around the eastern Mediterranean area, with the powers being Egypt and Turkey / Anatolia. These humans have existed here longer, actually, than the humans over here. However, they're not as advanced as these ones. So they're very, when they hear the news that there's other civilizations over here and vice versa, they're very skeptical of each other and kind of angering towards each other. However, both like areas of civilization have very like strong divisions. This kind of, I mean, let's just call it the Levant. The Levant country doesn't like Egypt, and the Sinai country, Anatolia doesn't like anybody here. So these guys aren't very having good relations. And we already know the deals over here. And they're gonna kind of focus on each other, like on themselves for a little bit. But the green team, now realizing they just made a huge discovery, yeah, they're just gonna expand a little bit. And they set up a kind of like a couple different colonies throughout the Libyan area, and this actually is going to boost their trade with these countries, which is actually really fueling their economy. The red team is angry, but they're kind of like always angry, so the green team doesn't care at all. Eventually, we see a bunch of Iberian explorers migrate up here into the northern parts of Iberia, and they form this country. And the red team, once again, they're angry. And this is when the blue team and the green team are being like, okay, we have to expand and we have to get powerful quickly because we hate these red guys. We had to kill them. The red guys don't know that they want to kill them, but I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of evident. So the blue team is going to continue exploring up into Italy. I mean, there's some mountainous terrain, but first of all, I don't care, and second of all, they can go through it by now. They discover Almighty Malta, and eventually the I'm not saying it. These islands are discovered, though. And it seems like a big exploration wave is kind of happening throughout the whole Earth because the Moroccans are also going to explore a little bit until it gets a little too arid. The yellow team up here is also going to explore, but eventually the same thing happens and like they start dying quickly. So they're going to be like, okay, let's stop. The blue team is going to go ahead and expand up here in Italy, taking a lot of the coastal area, kind of avoiding the mountains, which I know it said they don't care about. Just, when I say something, that's just how it is. The yellow team is not going to learn their lesson, and they're literally just going to continue to, expand for some reason. There's actually going to be a war happening over here, and it's between the pink Lebanon team and the orange or the brown team right here. The brown team wants sea access. The Lebanese team said nope, die, and the brown team declared war. I have no clue who's stronger here, but the brown team is going to take this land. But then Israel's going to come up and say, die. So Israel's also like the third strongest country in this whole region, followed by you, and then I don't really know. But it doesn't matter because the brown team is trying to sue for peace, and Israel's like, okay, you can sue for peace, but we have to gain like a lot of land right here, and you can only grab a sliver of land that connects you up to the coast. And the brown team's like, okay, thanks. That's good enough for me. This is useless anyway. The people in here are very insulted, but that doesn't matter because the king doesn't care. So in this peace treaty, we go ahead and see that the Lebanon team's like, dude, what? We didn't get anything in this war. And Israel and this country is gonna look at them and say, we don't care. But the brown team does gain access to the coast, giving them more trade with other countries. And the green team takes some land here, but they don't take that much. And the green team's just kind of looking to be like a power in the region. Egypt and Sinai are not liking that, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Is this Sinai or Sinai? I don't know. Anyways, for the last event of today's video, we're going to see the red team and the green team kind of divide up Iberia. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that looks like. Okay, so they really didn't divide it up, but they kind of divided the main portions of it up. So the green team got a lot of this modern-day Galicia area, northern Portugal, and this northern Spanish area. This Portugal country was released. The red team wants to invade it, but they're not going to invade it yet. And basically, yeah, the red team got a lot of land. Anyways, let's see our final wave of expansions. And that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. We don't have a sub goal, but yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.